What is good? Right, so we're going to get straight into the trade recap today. No waffling or anything like that. We're just going to get straight in and make this one quick. As you can see in the title, we took another win today, so that's back-to-back wins. Super happy with that. But yeah, today was just a super simple sort of trade in terms of my strategy. More so in terms of looking for a reversal after a sweep in liquidity. It was a bit different to what I would usually take, but I think with something like this that I did take today, it was just a case of recognizing where I thought the market would go and acting on it quickly. So it wasn't down to a T what I would usually look out for, but the way it played out was definitely something I would look for, if that makes sense. Probably doesn't, but it does in my head. Anyway, let's break it down real quick. So obviously coming into market open, let's get rid of this quickly. What did I see? Okay, so going into market open, we swept obviously London lows out. Yes, we swept London lows out, made this move down, and I also had some other areas marked out. I had this hourly low, and then I had this hourly low here as well. Now, we didn't take this hourly low out on NQ. I don't think we did on ES either. No, we didn't, but we stayed above quite a lot of these lows that I had marked out on ES. We just made that move down below London low, so usually from here, especially once we'd swept this low out, I was just sort of looking for confluences back up to the upside, and then I had some targets marked out. I obviously had London high, Asia high. It already been taken out. I just marked it out. So Asia didn't have to worry about that, but we did have this high just above during the in between of Asia and London. So we had that high marked out there, and then we had some other highs also marked out just above that I thought price would take out later in the day. It ended up doing that, but we were well out of the trade by then. So what I saw was this. So once we swept out London lows, let me just take you down here. So it was almost a bit of a reverse of what I would take. So usually my last bit of confirmation for an entry is on the 1 minute. I kind of was in reverse today. I saw a 1 minute SMT play out, and then a 5 minute inversion of a fair value gap, which is then what I took my trade off. But let's just start from the SMT. So on NASDAQ, this low here. So this low here actually stayed above this low, the one that made that move down to take out London low. Whereas on ES, you can see that we had this move down, moved higher, and then this moved down, moved lower than this low here. So to me, that tells me that price could potentially move up. And look, never just look at a 1 minute chart and just do that, because it doesn't always happen like that. You shouldn't just base a trade off a 1 minute chart at all. It's definitely not what I'm saying. Definitely wouldn't encourage that, and something I wouldn't do on a daily basis. But to me, it was a sign price could potentially move up. Now, something I paired this with to sort of strengthen that bias was so bear with me 1 second. Yeah, so this move down here, we had this 5 minute bearish fair value gap open up right here. So as you can see, price moved up, moved back down, and then we cut straight through with this candle here. I entered off of this 5 minute inversion. So when it closed, that's when I entered my trade, and then I didn't actually target London highs. I actually targeted these highs here, just in that in between market, because they were just above London highs. So I thought if they push above London, they may just touch that. Now, I did get slightly lucky in a sense, because I had 2 take profits set for this trade. I had one here, and then I think my other one was up here somewhere. It was either this point here or that point there. I can't remember which one it was set at now, but it was one of the two. Now, the reason why I say I got lucky was because we didn't obviously hit my take profit there, and then we started to move a bit down, and then we come back up, and it was sort of just hovering here for about 15 to 20 minutes. And then I noticed that I noticed that ES had stayed below London lows and then inverse this fair value gap here. So inverse that bullish fair value gap there on ES. And then I was thinking this could definitely, this definitely has a chance to reverse and go back down now, the SMT and inversion of a 5-minute fair value gap. So I took partials literally where this was here. So it made this move up, and I took partials somewhere around here. I think it was about sort of $450 across the 3 accounts, sorry. So I took that. And then what happened was, this is the part where I actually got a bit lucky. I tried to set a limit order because it wouldn't let me change my my stop loss from 7 contracts down to 3. So I manually removed that and tried to set a new one. But when I set the new one, it just stopped me out for the remaining contracts, which was probably around like this point here. So probably around maybe like there, I want to say, for like 300 and something extra on the day, which I think total to actually I'll show you what it totaled to. It totaled to $923 across the 3 accounts, which I think was like around, it'll be in the title, but around $2,700, and that's what I ended up taking. So yeah, got a bit lucky. Sometimes luck is with you, but nevertheless, the trade was good today. The trade was strong. It deserved, in my opinion, to win, and it deserved to get something out of the day. Should it have been as much as it did? No. But, like I say, luck is sometimes on your side and you just have to go with it a little bit. So today it was with me, but equally it could have, rallied up to these take profits up here and I could have missed out on, additional profits on the day. So it swings and roundabouts. I'm going to work on that because I need to. This is the first account that I've actually took partials on. Usually I would, on the 50k accounts, I would just have one take profits there. So I'm just working on that, but I need to have a look into it just so this mistake doesn't keep on happening, and then eventually I do miss out on profits long term. So I'll work on that. But yeah, super solid trade today. Happy with that, and I think this week's going well. Obviously I've just shown you the profits, but we're over $2,000 up on all 3 accounts at the moment. Back-to-back wins, definitely a better week this week than I have had the past 2 weeks before. So this is trading for you. There's ups and downs of it. So yeah, we're gonna keep going. If I do trade tomorrow, I will be back with you with the recap tomorrow. If not, obviously I will be back on Friday again if I trade. But yeah, we'll see how the next couple of days go. Hopefully we can keep this momentum going. And yeah, I'll keep you updated. I'll keep you in the loop. And as always, if you have any comments or have anything you want me to share, show, just let me know. And yeah, I will. I'll happily add them. I will also leave a screenshot of the 3 accounts now. So you'll be watching the 3 accounts now. And as you can see, there's $2,000 across the 3 accounts. So. So we're in good profit, put ourselves in a good position, but we just need to keep this momentum now. But yeah, we'll see what the next couple of days brings. Thanks for watching as always, and yeah, peace.